just thought I'd take a couple of minutes to show you how I colour the rose leaves that you may have seen me post yesterday that we've been making en masse, ready for some cakes. Obviously this is one that's being coloured. I don't know if you can see that, the different shades of the green and the red that are on that compared to the plain pale green that I use as a base colour. So obviously this, although it's a pretty leaf, doesn't look much like a rose leaf. I use dust colours, fractal dust colours, and at the moment I am using a mix of dark green, deep claret, moss green, citrus green, green apple and ivy green. There's no, well, I don't think there's any hard and fast rule about how to colour a leaf, and every single leaf is different in a garden, on a rose bush, whatever. But if you sort of stay within the same vein of those colours, then I don't think you can go far wrong. It's a bit like painting. It's fun. It's a nice thing to do, trying to make them all look slightly different, bring out different features in every leaf, because obviously each leaf you've made is different as well, although it's used with a cutter. The way you wire it and how well it's done all depend on what the end product is. Don't forget also to turn your leaf over and dust the other side. You do see the sides and the backs when you put them all together in a flower arrangement. So it's always best to make sure that they at least look like they've been coloured. I don't tend to put as much detail into the back as I do the front, but as long as it looks consistent when you have it slightly turned in an arrangement or whatever, you know what it's like to put your flowers together and think, oh, that would look much nicer if that faced that way. And that's when you go, oh God, I didn't colour the other side of the leaves. So I'm just adding a little bit of the deep claret. I find that the nicest looking rose leaves have that reddy tinge to the edges or a blush on the actual leaf. And to do that, you can either just brush the outside edge of your leaf, like that. Okay, and you get that beautiful edging on your leaf. Or I tend to have a little go at it on the leaf as well, just to give it a richness of colour. It mixes quite well with the green. As you can see, it all falls through when you're doing it. Pick it up and use it. Don't waste it. It blends to a different colour. It's never the same twice, which is lovely in my eyes, because you're never going to get two leaves exactly the same. I use the citrus green to give it a little bit of light, because when it's on a display and they're all crowded together, it just catches your eye a little bit. And you could use a lemon yellow to get a similar sort of look. And if you can see, just by bringing it onto the edges of that leaf, it's changed the colouring of it. This is very dark and red and deep green, and this has got that lemony edge to it. Now obviously these are made from flower paste. They've been left to dry overnight and they are exceedingly fragile. So I'm using a very, very soft brush. It's a bit like a makeup brush really, which will, if that's what it is, it won't hurt. Sometimes it's cheaper than buying specific flower making brushes. So there we have the finished one that I've just done. We could add a little bit of the darker greens, brighter greens onto the back, whatever you want to do. But like I say, I don't tend to use or worry too much about the detailing on the back, because it's only just so you don't see that it's uncoloured. It's to blend it in with the rest of the arrangement. So there's the finished one. Obviously that's very different to the undusted one. And now I'm going to crack on and get on with all the other bits and pieces.